I don't know who knows about this movie, but it's from the guy who wrote Independence Day and that old Godzilla movie. The dude who directed Geostorm is the guy directing this movie. He's got Doctor Who on it, and it's called Bad Samaritan, which, you know, it's that trashy thriller that you know you'd use your free Redbox code on, but might forget about it. Let me explain. So we start off following this Irish guy living in Oregon after his stepdad moved him there. Homie loves taking pictures just like Peter Parker, but unlike Peter Parker, homie is the bad guy. Him and this dude are valet workers for this fancy Italian restaurant, and if you guys didn't see Death Wish, or, you know, the LME video on it, you should know that you should never leave your car to a stranger. Especially if it's got GPS in it, because that can lead them straight to your house. And if you're like me, it takes you an hour to eat, so you're just giving him plenty of time. Lucky Charms over here does, however, kind of have a good heart, and where he only likes stealing from snobby rich a-holes, so there's that, I guess. That's why when David Tennant rolls up in his Maserati acting meaner than Thanos, this guy goes straight to his house and is ready to take everything that he finds in this place, except, you know, for the chained up girl in his office. This movie goes from 0 to 100 real quick. And the thing is that we're not even talking that 50 Shades kind of kinky when it's tied up. We're talking that don't breathe type of psychopath. Dude's got a Dexter's Laboratory in his house, not the cartoon, the freaking serial killer full of knives and scalpels. You can tell this isn't even his first time doing it, right? Like, this ain't his first victim since the dude has surveillance. He's got like the whole room patted down, buckets of hydrochloric acid like he bought them in bulk in Costco and nobody questioned him. Obviously, Bono Jr. then goes from bad to hopefully some sort of a Samaritan, but not only do the cops fail at raiding this dude's house, right? But the killer dude is already 2 miles ahead. He takes his victim to the cabin in the woods. Of course, he has a cabin in the woods, and starts taunting this boy so that eventually he can shift all this craziness that he's done on him. He's able to get this boy's parents fired from their jobs. He pulls a Zuckerberg and hacks his Facebook, dumps his girlfriend for him, then literally dumps his girlfriend on him. He kills his best friend, blows up his own house while the guy is in it, and meanwhile, I don't know where the cops are at. Through some great exposition, we hear why this dude is crazy and why he has so many Seabiscuit memorabilia all over the place. It's because he used to be a trust fund kid, or still is. He had a crush on his horse trainer, and in order to impress her, he tried breaking in the horse, but he literally thoroughbreds it and breaks the horse, and now the horse is dead. Trainer wants to snitch on him, so he decides to break her, and then boom, a psychopath is born. He pretty much has that ideology that Jigsaw has from the Saw series, where he believes it's his job to fix the chaos of the world, that it's his job to break people and correct them by torturing them. And while it would be easier to, you know, just collect the freaking 6 Infinity Stones instead of doing all of this, he actually gets pretty close to getting away with it until Seamus over here luckily finds him at his cabin. By the end of it, there's some dumb stuff that happens. You know, the reason why it's just a trashy thriller that you rent, because the prisoner gets shot in the face, yet somehow is still okay and helps beat him up. The main dude gets pummeled by a shovel to the point that he's practically Paper Mario, and yet he can still walk. And by the end of it, the police finally capture him. They find his cabin in the woods, discover dozens of bodies buried underneath just casually, and then he just yells straight into the camera as it goes to credits. You know, I just realized that this movie would have been great for Nick Cage. Thank you guys for checking out this video. Like I said, just a trashy thriller. If you liked it, let me know your thoughts down below. I know that there's probably some other questions that you guys have, like, yes, all of those bodies buried underneath were all of his other victims. Homie's been doing this. I ain't even calling homie. Freak has been doing this for the longest time. Some have questioned, yo, what about the parents? Did they get their job back? Movie didn't tell you, but I'm assuming, yeah, after the cops help out. I don't know about the girlfriend getting back with him. I don't even know about the main dude having a job, but you know what? Comment, like, and subscribe down below, and I'll send you what this guy needs too. A TARDIS.